hello. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you who've been emailing me, saying that these tips are helping. You are fueling me to put more out there. So thank you. I hope they continue to help. I'm going to keep doing them. I've got a million tips for you, but hearing your feedback, talking to some of you and having coaching calls really helps me understand what's probably going to help all of you most. So on that note, I want to share with you today a framework that might really help understand where your team are amidst all this uncertainty, and also help explain some of the feelings you're probably having as leaders. There's certainly feelings I know I've had. It's based on the triune theory of the brain. I'm not a neuroscientist, obviously, but the model I want to share is used to help us understand some of those thoughts that perhaps we think we shouldn't be having, or maybe actually we really want to go into. So how does theory work? Essentially, we're thinking of the brain in three parts. So we've got our reptile brain, our mammal brain, and our human Homo sapien brain. On a biological level, our reptile brain is very much about keeping our body functions going. But from the kind of personal development world, what often is talked about is your reptile brain is very much thought of as this fight, flight, freeze response. Very immediate. Your mammal brain in the middle, or actually what we often call the monkey brain, if you like, is the brain that just kind of wants everything to stay the same. And then your human brain is the one that actually thinks through and works the problem. So let's put this into the current situation. So the reptile brain is probably the voice that you might have had. I know I've had at points, and your team might have, that just says, I want to crawl away under a rock and I want to come out when this has all gone away. And I'll be honest with you, I've had that feeling. I'm not sure if anyone hasn't had that feeling, where you just think, can I just hide? Can this just, I just don't want to have to deal with any of it, because it's been such change and such uncertainty. Your monkey brain, and it does quite like to kind of collude with the reptile brain, it might be thinking, can I hide away and come back when it's all back to normal? I just want everything to be as it was. I want to carry on as I was. And I've heard some really interesting examples from head teachers about how their teams are behaving, in some instances almost as if this hasn't happened, and they're almost carrying on as normal in some areas, and that's the monkey brain kicking in. And then you've got your human brain. It says, okay, what's the best we can do? What are these rotas going to work like? How do we make the best of a non-ideal situation, and actually a situation that probably isn't going to be 100% fair and 100% equitable? But do you know what? We all understand that this is just where we are, and we've got to do our best. Now, I share that with you, one for yourselves, and this is my tip. Which brain is kicking in for you at which points, and don't have a go at yourself for it, just understand it. Because this is going to be a long journey and there will be bumps. But also when you're thinking about your team, I think it can be really useful to think, where are they? Do they just want to curl up and hide? And actually, do you just let them for a day and see where they are tomorrow? Are they wishing it was all as it was? And actually our job is to help them see it's not as it was, and we'll get through this together. How do we adapt and support and help them move into that human brain thinking? I'm going to say it again. Thank you for all you've done. Talking to you, hearing you is just inspiring. I've had some phenomenal conversations this week, genuinely. So thank you for being in touch. Thank you for letting me these tips help. Tell me what else will help you. I'm listening hard. I've got a long list of things I can put out, but keep talking to me. And you know, it's been great to see you pop into my inbox, even if we can't pop into school. Matthew, Joe, Paul, Lisa, Rebecca, so many of you, more than I can name. Thank you. Stay in touch, stay well, and look, tell me what I can do. I want to have you back on this. Leaders need support too. There's a lot on your shoulders, and I want to be here for you. Stay safe.